some of the things for you to know are the major participants in this business. Okay? We looked at participants such as central banks, are we together? Commercial banks. We looked at hedge funds. We looked at retail brokers or blockading companies. We looked at commercial companies. We looked at so many participants that we have in this business. Are we together? Some of which, I remember I told you, before any one of us could start trading, or before we all started trading, some years back, in the near past, this business was only for banks, okay? And there were only banks that would look for it, okay? Not until with the advancement in technology, okay, that we are now as retail traders in position to be to participate in such a business, okay? So for you to know how to trade, or for you to go in for a trade, it's very paramount, it's very important for you to first know the major move, okay? Because the main participants that we have here are the central banks or are their banks, okay? So they will be literally like the sharks, the whales in the ocean, okay? When you're in the ocean, okay? When you know the direction of the whales, okay? You will not be impacted by the waters in the ocean, because you're behind the whales. Are you together? So if you know the direction the whales are taking, this time round they are the banks, okay? Then you're most likely to make profits, because as banks are trading, they can drive the market their direction. Are you together? Because if they decide up and they're like, man, for us we are now selling this, we are buying this, okay? If you go with the direction of the banks, you're most likely to make profits as compared to the retail traders. Remember, we said they are the major participants in this business. So as banks do start trading, there is what we call the reversal patterns, okay? Before banks can start trade, there are certain patterns that they consider in the markets, okay, that show a reverse, which they take an opportunity to profit out of such a movement. Patterns are basically any formation of candles that make sense to us, okay? Like say for instance, if candle form like an L, I'm just assuming, I'm not saying that they should necessarily form an L. If they form an L, okay, it will mean, or it makes sense to us, okay? Are you together? Meaning that, oh, maybe we should buy, or maybe we should sell. Are you together? It's just a candlestick formation, are you together? That is unique and makes sense to traders, or most importantly to banks. They are these that banks use to take opportunities for them to buy or to sell in the markets. So they are the ones that I want us to look at today. There are a couple of them. Are we together? There is head and shoulder. We have double tops, double bottoms, okay? Inverted head and shoulder. Are we together? Triple tops, triple bottoms, and so on and so forth, okay? Before you reach there, we have what they call as continuation patterns and then reversal patterns. They are specific candlestick formation that may show a continuation in the market until when I see such and such a formation of candles, it literally then means that we expect the market to continue in a certain direction. If it was going up and we see a certain formation altogether, like let's say when it forms more of a lightweight structure of triangle, then it will mean that I'm expecting the market to continue in an up direction or a down trend altogether. Then there are those that are characterized or categorized in the reversal category altogether. For them, they will show to you that now, as per the stand in the market, we expect the market to reverse. If it was in an uptrend, now it's high time for you to sell. If it was a downward market movement, then it's high time for you to now buy. Are we together? So these are the ones that are referred to as reversal patterns. Are we together?
Yes.
Reversals.
After R. Reversal. Between R and A.
Reversal. Reversal? Reversal patterns. Are we together? So, technical analysis studies chart patterns because they give a good indication of the market behavior. Certain chart patterns also give us a signal if the trend will change in direction. So, when we look at the reversal patterns, this is more of technical analysis. Are you together? Remember, when we talk of technical analysis means that you look at the history. Are you together? Look at the history. Then when you look at history, you're literally about to know the next move in the market, okay? Just like the way you see political analysts, okay? Just like the way you see local farmers, okay? That since rains, the other past year rained in such a month, or in this month, we also expect it to rain in this what? It's this month, and most of the time they are right, okay? When if all other factors are considered constant, okay? So, the reason as why people have been in position to do farming is because of technical analysis. They're in position to analyze what they expect in the near future. The main chart patterns we will look at are the reversal patterns and continuation patterns. Reversal patterns indicate an important reversal in the trend is taking place. Continuation patterns suggest a trend in only temporary pause for a correction and will likely continue in the same direction. A prerequisite for any price pattern is the existence of the prior trend, the first signal of the impending trend reversal, or a continuation pattern often of the break important trend line. The longer the pattern takes to complete, the greater the price fluctuates within it. The more subsequent the subsequent move is likely to be. Reversal patterns take more longer to form as compared to continuation patterns. So, when we are coming up or when we see such reversal patterns, okay, like the way we're going to see them, okay, they have told you we have two types. We have continuation and reversal patterns. So, when we talk of the reversal patterns, we're looking at basically the patterns that show a reverse, and normally we draw a certain line which we call as our neckline. A neckline is basically that line that works as a support or resistance that normally markets do break, and they work as confirmations for either a buy or a sell in the market, like we're going to be seeing. Are you together? It takes it a lot of time for it to do what? To turn. Are we together? Because it was moving so fast. Are we together? So the same applies to the markets as they are reversing. The most important reversal patterns are the head and shoulder, inverse head and shoulder, double tops, triple tops, and triple bottoms. We have the spike B, we have the rounding source and bottom. So let's first look at the head and shoulder. According to the markets, for the meantime, or for the long time when they have existed, it is on record that there is no head and shoulder that has appeared and never do as expected to do so. In other words, most of the time, reverse head and shoulders do work as predicted. Out together. Yes. I'm not saying that they are so accurate, okay? But according to the previous times, the head and shoulders that we've seen on record, that all either went into a buy or into a sell as per predetermined. Are we together? Or predicted? Okay? So, for you to trade a head and shoulder, you need to first know how it looks like. Okay? A head and shoulder looks like this. It's called a head. Shoulder. It looks like more with the head and shoulders. Are you together? So as candlesticks are forming, they form in a likely more light structure of a head and shoulder. I'm not saying that it's literally a real head. We know this is. So we expect more of something like this. Are you together? So that's why we say it looks like. Are we together? When you see such information, remember we say the prerequisite for any impending or for any reversal pattern is an impending trend line or trend. Are you together? So this initial trend is very paramount. It's a prerequisite for any reversal pattern. You can't have a reversal pattern minus this. So this is the initial, which is a prerequisite. It's a must. You must have an initial trend. Why do we say it's a must? If remember this is the formation that I've told you. Are we together? We call this a what? This becomes the what? Shoulder, right? This is the right hand shoulder. This is the left. Are we together? So these are candles. Eh? Are we together? So this is a what? This is a what? This is a pattern. This is the initial trend. So for you to have this trend, are we together? This formation, it means that before this market was moving where? That's why we said the prerequisite for any reversal pattern is the impending trend line or a prayer trend. So this is the priority. When it reaches here, that's when you'll be like, hey, this is shoulder one, this is a head, and then this is another shoulder that has formed. Are we together? That's when you get to realize, okay? So after your realization, we normally draw a line that is touching point A and point what? This line is called what? It's called neckline. Or which works as our support. Okay? Our neckline works as support. Our support. Are we together? So it means that this market that was literally moving upwards, are we together? We expect it now when it breaks this neckline. Hello? When it breaks this neckline, what do you as traders? Yes. You sell them because all what this pattern is telling you, remember it's a reversal pattern. Are we together? All what it's telling you is to do what? That there is a reverse in the market. So it's due to this formation that is telling us that man, we are expecting a reverse in the what? In the market. So for us, the best time to trigger our sell order is after it has confirmed that we now have a sell point. Are we together? And the sell point is triggered basically after it has just crossed what? Our neckline. When you critically look at our neckline is apparently working as our support. So there are steps that we should take if we were to trade with the reversal patterns. One, reversal patterns, most importantly, the head and shoulder works from the daily time frame and what? And above. These are the things that you should know. When you are trading with the reversal pattern, first you need to trade from the daily time frame to onwards, okay? Not below. Are we together? Daily and weekly. Are we together? Yes. That's the best time frame for the head and shoulder. The second important point is that for you to get any reversal pattern that is effective, it should have a prayer trend. Some people will mostly focus at the reversal pattern itself and they will forget about the prayer trend. Because this formation can be anywhere, okay? But it will not make any sense. That's if it has no prayer trend. Because if you seriously don't have this, where do you then expect this market to turn? And what type of order will you put? Will you put a buy or a sell? So it must be noted that there must be an existing prayer trend to reverse in order for the pattern to be valid. An example is here. Are we together? When you look critically at this, okay? Are you all there? Because as you are drawing your neckline, you need to make sure that it touches point A and point what? And I'm very sure all of us can do this. The second thing, when you get such a pattern in relatively shorter time frames, don't go with it. Yes, it's not that everywhere or anywhere from the chart that you see this, it will make sense. However much it's having this, but you've seen it, let's say, in 5 minutes. When you've seen it in 5 minutes, it's not making sense. Okay? So you have to know what you are doing. Are we there? So remember, when markets came here, let's say if you saw it from this point, okay? Okay? The next thing for you to do, there is my head. If you had said, let's say you had seen it from here, okay? If you had seen it from here, then you suddenly slightly come here and put your what? Pending? Pending sell. Which is a sell? Which is our sell? Stop. And I'm very sure all of us know how to put a sell stop. A sell stop, you just first need to calculate your lot size. Are we together? When you calculate your lot size, remember that lot size determines where you're putting your stop loss and how much you're willing to risk when you put your stop loss there. Are we together? Whatsoever point, whatsoever price that you want, whatsoever far that you want to put your stop loss, you should be in position to risk what you want to risk. So normally, when we are drawing this, or when we are dealing with the reversal pattern, let's say the head and shoulder, with the head and shoulder, you measure this point. Do you see this point? Let me say point 1, are we together? And you see point 2, our neckline. Okay? Do you see this distance? Yeah? From 1 to 2. You measure the number of pips that are there. Are we together? Yeah? Yes. Then you project this number of distance in the opposite side. That if you're selling, it is giving you the target where you should put your take. Your take profit. Are we together? Are we together? Yeah. So get the number of pips from here to where there is your neckline. Are we together? Yes. Let's say if there are 20 pips. I'm assuming, if we are assuming that the take profit, the number of pips from here up to here are 20 pips. Are we together? So project the 20 pips where? Downwards as your take. Then, if there are 20 pips, divide 20 by what? By 2. And make sure that the number of pips that you get becomes your what? Your stop. Okay? I'm very sure all of us can use the pip calculator or the crosshair to measure the number of pips, let's say from any point A or B. Are we together? So this is a head and shoulder. These ones are rare to be formed. Are we together? But when you find it, you can spend like a full year making money out of this. And when you critically look at this, you realize that banks never go in for any particular trade when they have not seen the reversal patterns. That's what banks do trade.